Add-on desired.
Welcome to Adult Solutions Current Affairs program. This is Koteshwar. First, we are going to discuss the international current affairs as part of yesterday's and today's current affairs. Why Africa, which has less than 6% of people vaccinated, is least affected by COVID-19. When the coronavirus first emerged last year, health officials feared the pandemic would sweep across Africa, killing millions and destroying the continent's fragile health systems. Although it is still unclear what COVID-19's ultimate toll will be, that catastrophic scenario has yet to materialize in Zimbabwe or much of Africa. China, where 76.3% of the population has completed full COVID vaccination. China's National Health Commission, which is also called as NHC, announced on Saturday that 76.3% of the population had been fully vaccinated by November 19. 11-year-old Hindu boy sexually assaulted, murdered in Pakistan. A 11-year-old Hindu boy was sexually assaulted and brutally murdered in Pakistan's Sindh province, according to the media report on Saturday. The boy went missing on Friday evening and his body was later found on Saturday in an abandoned house in Babarloi town. Canada approves Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine for children aged 5 to 11 years. Canada on Friday authorized the use of Pfizer COVID vaccine for children aged 5 to 11 years. The vaccine will be given in 2 doses of 10 micrograms 3 weeks apart. Russia hits record coronavirus deaths for second straight day. For the second day in a row in Russia on Saturday, COVID deaths were at record levels. A total of 120 COVID cases were registered on Saturday. The state coronavirus task force reported 1254 COVID-19 deaths, matching Friday's toll. Singapore, India to resume daily flights under vaccinated travel line VTL. Singapore said on Sunday it has reached an agreement with India in resuming commercial flights under the vaccinated travel lane VTL facility that will commence with 6 daily flights from Chennai, Delhi and Mumbai on November 29th. Perversions of UN maritime law. India Defence Minister Rajnath Singh was indirectly incensed at China's practices. Some irresponsible countries have commented that they are distorting the UN maritime law for their own narrow interest and hegemonic tendencies. It has been criticized for trying to weaken the law through such actions. Modi will virtually attend the Biden Democracy Conference. On December 9th and 10th, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi will attend the Summit for Democracy to be chaired by the US President Biden. More than 100 heads of the nations are expected to attend this conference. Sri Lanka ends farm chemical ban on organic dry falls. Sri Lanka abandoned its quest to become the world's first completely organic farming nation on Sunday, announcing it would immediately lift an import ban on pesticides and other agricultural inputs. National Maoists blow up railway tracks in Jharkhand. Banned CPI Maoist members in Jharkhand on Sunday blew up railway tracks at various places in Latehar and West Singhbhum districts. As a result, train services on the Howrah-Mumbai, Barkakana-Gadwa route were disrupted. Center concerned over rising COVID cases in Ladakh, Puducherry, urges CASAG. Union Health Ministry has written to Ladakh and Puducherry urging them to take cautionary action in order to control the increasing number of COVID-19 cases. Additional Secretary in the Union Health Ministry, Aarti Ahuja, said the Union Territory has reported a 362% of increase in weekly new cases from 34 cases in the week ending on October 27th to 157 cases in the week ending on November 17th. Navjot Singh Sidhu at it again, calls Imran Khan Bada Bhai. The Punjab Congress chief Navjot Singh Sidhu has once again created a furor by calling Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan as Bada Bhai to him. The Punjab chief had crossed over into Pakistan to visit the Gurudwara Darbar Sahib on Saturday. The Punjab Congress chief travelled through the visa-free Kartarpur corridor and arrived back in India on Saturday afternoon. Compassionate appointment will not be granted if delayed, Supreme Court. The Supreme Court has said that children of those who die while staying in a government job should apply in a timely manner for compassionate appointment. The court ruled that the job would not be available if delayed. The Supreme Court has passed orders by the Orissa High Court and the Central Administrative Tribunal to give a job to the son of a Steel Authority of India Limited employee. More touches to Rafale. India will further add additional capabilities to Rafale fighter jets, make them to suitable for India's own needs. The relevant process will start from January next year. Information that this upgrade process will be conducted at Ambala Air Base. Protected drinking water for rural India. Central government. Safe drinking water facilities in rural India have recently improved significantly, said by the central government. Recall that the National Water Quality Submission, which is also shortly called as NWQSM, was launched in March 2007 with the goal of providing drinking water by March 2021 to 27,544 rural areas that are affected by the arsenic and fluoride. According to the Department of Water Resources, protected drinking water has been made available to 18,784 rural areas so far under this mission. Rajasthan Cabinet expanded, 15 ministers sworn in. Cabinet expansion in Rajasthan is finally completed. A total of 15 new ministers, including 11 cabinet ministers and 4 assistant ministers were appointed. PM Modi calls for setting up high-power police technology mission to adopt future technologies. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Sunday called for the setting up of a high-power police technology mission under the leadership of the Union Home Minister to adopt future technologies for grassroots policing requirements. Addressing the valedictory session of the 56th Conference of DGPs and IGPs. Special bill for repeal of cultivation laws. The central government will introduce a special bill in Parliament to repeal the 3 controversial agricultural laws. Authorities said the bill could be discussed at a cabinet meeting on Wednesday. There are indications that the bill will be introduced in the winter session of the Parliament, that is starts from the 29th of this month. Andhra Pradesh, Krishna Districts Writers Association Golden Jubilee on Sunday. Krishna Districts Writers Association Golden Jubilee was held in Machilipatnam on Sunday. State High Court Judge A.I. Sheshasai was the chief guest and unveiled the Pasidi Krishna book at the inaugural meeting. Andhra Pradesh cities continue winning streak in Swachh 2021. According to the Swachh survey released by the Union Urban Development Department on Saturday, Vijayawada was ranked 3rd and Visakhapatnam was ranked 9th in the 2021 rankings. While Vijayawada has improved 1 rank compared to the last year, Visakhapatnam is in the same position. Telangana, 15 crores sanctioned for tribal museum. Union Culture and Tourism Minister Kishan Reddy had said that the union government has allocated 15 crore rupees for setting up a tribal museum in Hyderabad to enlighten the present generation with the stories of tribal heroes like Kumuram Bhim, Ranji Gondu and Alluri Sitaramarazu, etc. Hyderabad as a best self-sustainable mega city. Swachh Survey 2021, Telangana signs in the rank. Greater Hyderabad has emerged as a best self-sustainable mega city with a population of over 40 lakh people. In the Safai Mitra Suraksha Challenge rankings, Telangana was ranked 2nd and in the same category Karimnagar was ranked 2nd nationally among the cities with a population of less than 3 lakh. Telangana, which was ranked 18th last year in the Swachh Survey States ranks, has been ranked 11th this time. Telangana bags Freshwater Fish Award. Telangana has bagged the Best State Award for producing freshwater fish. Union Minister Purushottam Rupela handed over the award to the State Animal Husbandry Department Secretary Anita Rajendra and Fisheries Department Commissioner Lachiram Bhukia on Sunday at Bhuvaneshwar on the occasion of World Fisheries Day. Ravindra Reddy as TRESA President. Telangana Revenue Employees Services Association, which is shortly called as TRESA, State Executive Committee elections were held unanimously on Sunday. Wanga Ravindra Reddy was elected as a president and Gautam Kumar was elected as General Secretary to the TRESA. Sports, defeat of Sindhu and Srikanth. The Indian flight is over in the Indonesian Master Super 750 badminton tournament. PV Sindhu and Kidambi Srikanth, who remained in the ring, lost in the semi-finals. PV Sindhu lost to Yamaguchi of Japan, while Srikanth Kidambi lost to Anto Ensen of Denmark. Series goes to Pakistan. Pakistan won the 3-match T20 series against Bangladesh with 1 match remaining. Bangalore victory over Northeast. Bangalore FC beat Northeast United with a score of 4-2 in the Indian Super League on Saturday. Arif Khan qualifies for Winter Olympics. Alpine skier Arif Khan has qualified for the 2022 Beijing Winter Olympics. Arif Khan from Jammu and Kashmir excelled in the Olympic qualifier event in Dubai. India's solid victory over the Kiwis in the last T20. India beat New Zealand by 73 runs in the third T20. India won all 3 of their T20 matches in this series. Arjun as the runner-up. Grandmaster Arjun, who won the title in the rapid category at the Tata Steel Chess Tournament, was the runner-up in the Blitz event. Armenian Grandmaster Levon Aronian wins the title. Zverev winning the ATP title. German star Alexander Zverev wins this year's ATP Tour Finals title. On Sunday, he defeated world number 2 Medvedev of Russia with the score of 6-4, 6-4. These are these 2 days current affairs. Keep watching Adult Solutions Current Affairs program to get the regular updates on current affairs. Thank you.
Adult Solutions. Add-on Desires.